Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We've now had the ability to fully experience Battlefield 6. We've also had the ability to see Black Ops 7. We've got the worldwide reveals out for both the COD Next and beta time for Black Ops 7 on the horizon towards the end of September, start of October. And the reaction to having hands-on experience with Battlefield 6 and then seeing Black Ops 7 shortly thereafter is nothing short of hilarious. And today, I wanted to look at the whole Black Ops 7 versus Battlefield 6 conversation. I will say outright, this somehow is a hot take. It seems like if you enjoy both games, that's fantastic. If you enjoy Call of Duty over Battlefield, that's fantastic. If you enjoy Battlefield over Call of Duty, that's fantastic. Play what you enjoy. There's not necessarily a need to put people down or to make them feel bad because they enjoy the other game or they enjoy both games. There's plenty of space to enjoy all of it or none of it even. But there is also plenty of space to laugh at the absurdity behind the reaction to Black Ops 7, especially on the Call of Duty channel. So we are here on the gameplay reveal trailer, which at the time of recording this has almost 15 million views. And Charlie Intel pointed out this only has 33,000 likes, which is much, much lower than all the other COD trailers and videos that have similar view counts. Now, there are different plugins so you can see the dislikes. I can tell you outright as someone who has a YouTube channel that gets thousands of likes and has interactions on their videos, the dislike plugins are super inaccurate on viral videos. There's probably way more dislikes than likes on this trailer, but the exact number is never going to be out there because those plugins are way off when videos go this viral. But let's look at some comments on this. Let's keep this 33,000 likes number in mind as well. So their pinned comment, it only has 26 likes. It was also only posted an hour ago. Not too surprising there. 13,000 likes on this first comment from a COD player. Thank you for making it easy to choose Battlefield 6. So right away, the very first comment on the Call of Duty gameplay reveal trailer for their new game is saying, hey, as a fan of your franchise, I'm really excited to go play the other one. Not a great look. This is probably the craziest comment there is from Southpaw over here. 50,000 likes on this one comment. This comment ratioed a Call of Duty trailer, which is insane. And the comment is, this actually made me pre-order Battlefield 6, which is utterly insane that this comment has this much support versus the actual video. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this, especially on a Call of Duty trailer. Maybe got to go back to the Infinite Warfare trailer, which is one of the most disliked videos on YouTube in history. I'd be curious to know how far up there this is, but absolutely nuts that this comment has this much support on it. I will say, last week during beta weekend 2 of Battlefield, I was getting hundreds of comments that are like, remember, no pre-orders, don't pre-order, we don't trust EA. And then this weekend it's nothing but, yeah, I'm pre-ordering Battlefield 6 now. So that certainly switched up rather quick from a lot of folks. Just figured I'd point that out. I find it all funny, quite frankly. Can't even have a trailer without showing off bundles. They always show off the vault editions though, like that's not really surprising at this point. Most of the trailers seem to be just like the base skins, the base cosmetics, but yes, they do show like the pre-order now, gain early access to our vault edition that we're gonna do every single year. So not really surprised at that one. Call of Duty Black Ops 2042. It's just crazy to me how the perception has flipped so heavily. Battlefield versus Call of Duty. Now, it's not the first time this has happened. Funny enough, Infinite Warfare, aforementioned, was the last time we really had this situation where a lot of people are like, yeah, COD looks like trash, I'm going to Battlefield. And it was Battlefield 1, I think, that year that sold really well. Even then, though, Call of Duty sales numbers were still ridiculous, even though the game was so poor and was so trash. Granted, COD 4 Remastered probably had something to do with that, but still really funny, the perception flip that's gone on in the last month and a half or so. People say COD is getting too much hate. I personally think they aren't getting enough. Seems a little harsh. Best advertisement for Battlefield 6. This is another one that I've seen is like just so much so. Yeah, this trailer, this gameplay makes me want to go watch Battlefield or go play Battlefield. I expected nothing and they still managed to disappoint. See, here's the thing with COD though. Really, I would say with a lot of things in the gaming industry these days because of how volatile this scene is. Keep expectations low. Delays are going to happen. Things are not going to turn out perfectly. If you expect low things it's going to be tougher to be disappointed unless you're like this guy over here who didn't expect anything and is still just not having it, which can happen. It's just less likely. If you think something's going to be phenomenal, but you haven't seen much about it, you're setting yourself up for disappointment, especially when it comes to more controversial things like Call of Duty. EA is probably going to throw a giant party tonight. I really spent $100 on the Battlefield 6 Phantom Edition. Thank you, Call of Duty. This reminds me of that time that Infinite Warfare had to compete against Battlefield 1. History is repeating itself. I will say, while there's some justifiable reactions here, this trailer is a campaign trailer. Multiplayer does seem to be largely different than the campaign. The campaign is out there. Like, it's not really giving COD vibes. I think more people, once they see more multiplayer, might shift their opinion. Some might not, and that's totally fine. You know, it is what it is. But I do think there's a lot of conclusion jumping being done based off the campaign gameplay trailer, because the campaign is so outlandish and so ridiculous looking that they just assume the entire game is like that. And based off of what we've seen, multiplayer isn't that crazy. It's a little bit more grounded. There are still some interesting elements and interesting components of it, but I do think there is some confusion there, and I think that's COD's fault. I don't think they conveyed very well the differences in campaign, multiplayer, zombies, or really revealed them all that well either. I think they kind of flopped the marketing here quite a bit. I also want to look at the Black Ops 7 Direct video. I will say, piggybacking off of what I was just talking about, I think this video, it's 17 minutes long. There's like a lot of talk about multiplayer in here, some zombie stuff, in-game, things like that. This video should have been what was shown, because then people would have a much better understanding of what mode is what and the differences between them, and maybe have better expectations rather than just showing us the most absurd campaign you've seen in forever. But I do also want to look at the comments on this video. It didn't get nearly as many views, which also is pretty unfortunate considering it provides better context. Again, top comments, I can't wait to see Beavis and Butthead while running backwards. For what it's worth, again, the confusion here, while running, not a multiplayer, while jumping, so like an extra jump is, but it doesn't seem that impactful. But yes, we will have Beavis and Butthead running around, which I'm not looking forward to at all. I think that's incredibly stupid. Devs are more excited than the player base. I mean, they're always going to be excited in their reveal video. They're not going to put out a video and it's, you know, design director, yeah guys, so we're doing some running in this game and there's some guns. They're going to shoot a little bit. Like, obviously they're going to be excited. If you thought skill base was bad before, this time we're cranking it up even more. Would not be surprised. They pull the Palpatine. The year is 2035 and somehow Menendez is back. The storylines in COD are so far gone at this point. I think there's room for good storyline, but also we might want to stop making every Call of Duty somehow connect, because it's just trying to make it work just doesn't. YouTube needs to start revealing their downvotes again. I think so too. They never should have taken that away. You should know if a video is getting disliked like crazy. Packet loss in campaign confirmed. Unironically, true, because it's going to be online again. Everything will be online. You have the co-op campaign. It's a bummer, truthfully. I think that's really stupid that you can't play offline anymore and that they're so focused on this always online thing, which does mean that, yeah, you could be lagging in the campaign by yourself or with your friends, which is just insane to say. Black Ops games be like, yeah, the next one needs to be like 50 years in the future, but the one after that needs to be 40 years in the past. They are all over the place, and it's kind of absurd. This one has some truth to it, but I also don't think people realize how many people are still around. Keep in mind the people who made the original Black Ops 2 that we all know and love are not the same people working on Black Ops 7. There are a lot of people from Treyarch and from other studios still working there on these games. I know that for a fact. Obviously, people like Vondahar, studio lead at the time, you know, no longer there, but there's still a lot of longevity in terms of some of the design directors and some of the original people working on some of these classic CODs. It's not everyone by any means, but there's still some pretty important roles that have stuck around the entire time. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 direct you straight to Battlefield 6. That might be the best comment. That might win. I think this guy's got the best pun of the day. But this reaction's insane. Like I said, I don't think we've seen a situation like this since Battlefield 1 and Infinite Warfare. Really curious to see how perception shifts as we get more information about Black Ops 7. If they maybe do a bit of a panic move and say, okay, perception's not good, let's change some things up, let's clarify some things. Like, they're not going to completely uproot the game. It's not like they're going to say, oh, just kidding guys, it's based in 2020 now, it's based in 2015 now, it's not advanced anymore. That's not happening. But I do wonder if they maybe dial some stuff back in response to the insane amount of backlash that they've seen so far. It's crazy though. Like, this is hilarious and crazy. That's gonna wrap things up though. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.